Hi everyone, we're ROMbi, and today we're reviewing Lezare Granze. He is the dragon rider of the
third Christmas batch, second of this time period, and third overall. Well, actually, yeah, third of the Japanese ones. I mean, I wouldn't really consider the global ones.
Is he part of a Christmas batch?
He's with Tomoe and
and the Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
Well, he's part of that batch, and he's pretty interesting.
He has very new mechanics.
Yeah, we were really surprised to read his skills, and we weren't really sure what they were, but after some research, we found out.
So right now he is rated as an A in Famitsu.
That's pretty low overall.
Not really. I mean, it's after their giant revamp of classes. So like all of the S rank characters that we have are basically A+ ranks now. Like Tsukimi's A+, Shizuku's A+.
Alright, so then I would imagine he's somewhere in the A+.
Yeah,
rank.
I'd say he probably was XA+. So on Game With, actually we haven't looked him up on Game With, but he's probably around like a 5 or 6.
Probably a 5 or 6. Yeah, anyway, he's pretty cool. His art's really interesting. It's really strange because I know from previous dragon riders, all of them have good relations with their dragon mounts, but he seems to like own his dragon, which is kind of strange, kind of new.
I know that in the Japanese version, there's a Valiant version of him. Valiants are the ones that turn into like creatures.
Oh, that's right.
So maybe he's like half this black dragon. Maybe that's his like other
alter ego.
Sure.
Maybe that's cool.
I don't
know. Anyway, so here is his art.
He looks pretty evil.
He looks hella evil. Oh man, he looks like he's burning down like
a city or town.
Maybe even a castle.
And then he's happy about it.
Yeah. Maybe he's an evil sorcerer from someplace trying to take over the world. He doesn't have a storyline, right?
Not that we know of.
Okay. Alright, anyway, his leader skill is Extreme Speed Costume Change, and it moderately increases the speed of technical types. That makes me feel like he's a performer.
He is. He is the best actor of the underworld. So maybe this is a play picture
where he's acting for the kings and queens of the underworld. I don't know.
Okay, so his passive skills are attack plus 15%, present SP plus 25%. So that means that when you have multiple characters and you switch to a different character, he will give 25% of his current SP to your character that you switch to.
Mm-hmm. Which is really cool. So you might not want to have him out first as a leader, because you have him out first as leader. The second you change, they will just, that SP will go to waste.
Yeah. But it could be useful depending on your situation in which you want to give SP to another character just because you're out of SP and maybe they're your main that you run. And then his last passive is SP plus 10% per technical type in your team.
That is kind of difficult because technical types... Well, actually technical types, there are pretty good technical types out there, so maybe you can have a full team of technical types. Charlotte's a technical type. I think one of Mira's version's a technical type.
I don't know. I mean, generally having all of the same type is pretty difficult just because you generally don't really care about types that much, and you just play characters just based on how much you like them or how powerful they are.
So it's a little bit difficult, but maybe it'll work out for you. His first action skill is Murder Gale, and it'll cost you 23 SP, so pretty cheap, and it materializes a scythe, which then cuts up the enemies and steals their health, distributing it to allies. The dragon then lets out a breath, dealing fire damage. So he both gives you health that he stole from other people, so he's a really good co-op character, and he does a fire blast at the end.
So his second skill, Blast Disaster, will cost you 65 SP, and instead of stealing health, it will steal, well, it's not really stealing, but it will distribute SP to yourself and to your allies.
That's pretty cool. So he's really a support character more than anything.
Yeah, because he can provide your party with both HP and SP, and if you're switching characters, then he will also provide even more SP on top of that.
Yeah. So let's try him out. So here we are on the quest, and he looks really cool. He matches the background, so I don't know.
I know, like, he sort of looks sort of like Aqualine, or this dark Aqualine style.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so here's his attack. We'll show you his first action skill.
So that is summoning the scythe, and then the last fire blast at the end is reddish orange colored.
Mm-hmm.
Normal explosion colors.
And you can see that he does distribute health to both him and all allies that are like in reserve. So he'll do this for both allies that you have out. So if you're playing co-op, then he'll do that. If you have allies in the reserve, then he'll also give them HP.
So let's use his second skill.
Okay.
So, okay, well, that was not
That
actually
was not his second
HP.
skill. That was his first skill.
Oh, that-
My bad.
Okay, so there's his second skill.
So it's a beam.
And it tracks, and it does drain SP, and you can see in the upper right corner that it does grant SP to your ally as well.
Mm-hmm. And so now let's go ahead and try out his passive. So if I switch, oh, she has no SP anyway. She has SP anyway, so let's go ahead and use up some of her SP here. So if you switch him out with her, she receives 34 SP.
And then on the top, he also loses 34 SP.
Mm-hmm. So he does gift your allies with SP, and it's smart about it and makes sure that if you already have SP in reserve, you don't need to grant any more SP.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I really like that his beam is actually really far.
Yeah, and it's tracking too, which is really nice for large mobs. And it actually lasts a decent amount of time too.
Yeah, it's pretty long, and it spans the entire stage, which is actually kind of rare, because I feel like a lot of the beams nowadays span not quite the entire stage.
Yeah, a lot of the beams are more medium length, and this one seems to be a little bit longer.
Uh-huh.
And it lasts for a good amount of time, which allows you to kill most of the mobs, especially since maybe some of them might have their death sequence take like forever.
That's true. I wonder if it actually tracks them through their death sequence. I don't think it does, actually.
I'm pretty sure it'll probably stay on a mob if they're still dying.
Oh, I guess so.
Like
Anyway.
most beams. Or most tracking beams.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, he's pretty cool, actually. He's got both HP and SP recovery, or heal for both yourself and your allies.
It makes him really versatile. Like, his damage is actually pretty nice. His HP and SP heal is really good. So you can use him for co-op, you can use him for Vanguard, you can use him just to run regular missions, just because he has a decent attack and those heals.
Although his passive is not very good for co-op, just because it won't activate.
Yes, you have to switch. You have to have someone in reserve to switch, and because everyone's on the stage during co-op, it's not going to happen. But, I mean, other than that, you can still use his second skill and get SP back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like
the end of the world.
The end of the world. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I don't know. I feel like I'm really glad I picked him. I mean, I got him from the batch because I feel like he is such a great support and versatile character. Support character and versatile character. I'm not saying things correctly.
Yeah. So that's Lezare.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.